Right now, when it gets some breaking news we're tracking in Cape Coral, a rollover crash has sent at least one person to the hospital.
Jessica Alpern is live on scene on Country Club Boulevard. Jessica, we know this has been a developing situation, but where are we now when it comes to what's happening on scene?
Well, you guys, as far as where we are right now, you can probably see just over my shoulder that officers who have been out here investigating for several hours are starting to break down the scene of the crash. They're taking that tape off and working to wrap up their investigation out here live. I do want to push in and show you the significant amount of damage left behind to the home. This is where the car that ended up rolling over and landing right in front of this home ended up crashing into, and you can see the giant hole left to the front of the house out here this morning. Now, as you're taking a look at video from earlier, what was really interesting was the fact that there were several vehicles parked in the parking lot right in front of this multi-unit home. So pretty amazing that this car somehow managed to wedge itself in between those vehicles and the house. As far as the driver, we know that she had to be trauma alerted to the hospital. Officers out here actually tell me she is still alive, so that is the piece of good news. But meanwhile, neighbors who have been out and about this morning saying they hope she pulls through, the driver, and also hoping that the people inside this home are okay, including this one man who says he knows the people who live there.
Can you imagine waking up, do a big bang like that in the morning? I can't, so it must have been pretty scary.
Now, of course, you did see the video of the car and how mangled it was shortly before it was towed away from the scene. Just to give you an idea of how bad this was for the driver involved, first responders actually tell me they had to use the jaws of life to pry the doors off of that vehicle and to get that woman out into an ambulance and have her trauma alerted to the hospital. Out here live this morning, you can actually see people who live in this multi-unit home. They are out and about. This is what they are dealing with, is this giant home right in the front of their house. Of course, we are still working with investigators out here this morning to determine exactly what led up to this crash. As soon as we have an update on that for you, we will let you know. But as far as traffic is concerned, this northbound portion of Country Club Boulevard right at the intersection of Southeast 43rd Street is now back open. And as soon as we have any update on the status of the driver, we will also let you know. We're live in Cape Coral. Jessica Alpern, Fox 4, in your corner.
Scary stuff, Jessica. Thank you very much.